Hello, and happy Monday motivation here with Contessa Brown of Countess Wellness, your holistic wellness therapist and coach. And she is back. How's everybody doing? I know I haven't been on for a month of Mondays, as the Saints would usually say, a month of Sundays, but literally, I know it's been a while since I last came on because, as I was saying, I was heavily studying for this exam, and boy, did it pay off. As some may know and may not know, I passed my license, my state licensure exam, to continue doing the work of a holistic wellness counselor. I'm a mental health counselor and just waiting for the next steps. So I wanted to kind of do a quick check-in of what this was like for me. There may be some motivational gems that come in here and there, but this is really just to take temperature, chime in, see face so you guys can see me, okay? And just really just be able to chat with y'all if y'all are here. I see a bubble. I see a eyeball. If you guys are here, just, put in the comments, hey, hello, congratulations, whatever you want to do. If you're watching this live, and if you are watching this later, you know what to do. Definitely hit that hashtag replay and hit that share button so that way you can share with those who you think could even benefit from this. So, some may not know what the track of becoming a mental health therapist does take. It takes a long while. Me and my girl Donna was talking about how this was a 9-year journey for us. We started the program at Salve Regina University in 2017. And honestly, I did want to take my time with the master's program for holistic clinical mental health counseling and with a concentration in expressive arts. I personally know I wanted to take my time with the master's program itself because I already have a master's, or had a master's at that time, still do, in leadership. And the reason why I had the Master's of Leadership is so I can definitely know how to run my company, Cafe Soul, and didn't realize that it was also going to help me to run my other companies and businesses, such as Countess Wellness. God just has a miraculous way of working. But in addition to that, I just really wanted to really be just in the classes and enjoying the benefits of what I'm learning, and not just learning it so I can spit out information. I really want to implement it and apply it to my own life. And even as I was taking the courses for the expressive arts, I was doing workshops. As soon as they said, oh, do an assignment as if you're going to do workshop, baby, I made that workshop, did that workshop, got it graded, and implemented it in the community. I didn't even wait to get the certification, because this is the work I love doing, and it also had expounded on some of the work I was already doing with Cafe Soul and didn't even realize it until I was taking a class. I'm like, hey, I'm already doing this stuff, right? So where you are on this track, when you're in the program, you have to do practicum and internships. And that's usually a combination of 2,000 to 3,000, depends on which, because some people did more, of clinical supervised hours, as well as doing different types of research, because there's non-clinical hours as well, included that when you're in school. So it could be classes about mental health, it could be workshops, it could be podcasts, it could be different types of things for non-clinical that adds to your knowledge as you are doing this work with people face to face, right? And after you graduate, guess what? That clock sets again, redoes all over again to 0. So then when you go into the field, you get hired by a group practice, or you could go into a hospital and work in their clinical settings, and you will be supervised for those hours for another, you guessed it, 2,000 hours. Yes, another 2,000 hours before you can sit down for the state licensure exam. So your girl put in I put in 5,000 hours, because I'll be very honest, I don't like taking exams. I don't. I had reached my 2,000 hours already early last summer. I was dragging my feet filing for the application for this exam because I have high test exam and anxiety. I'm an overthinker. I tend to really overanalyze things. It's just who I am as a person, individual. Anyways, this is why I thought I should have been a lawyer, but who wants to take the bar exam? Not me. What? Anyways, but I just knew that about myself. So I literally did take my time applying for it, but I had people that pushed me in a gentle way, Donna and my supervisor, Sarit Lesser, thank you so much, to do this. And then, you know, me and my friend Donna, we have always been really good friends and really great study buddies. And when we do group projects and stuff like that, like we were on it. Like that's just how we connected, was through our quality of work as well as our weight loss journeys as well. So like we connected in a lot of different ways. And then over time through our walk with Christ. So it's such a beautiful, beautiful just foundation and fabric of our friendship. And she is such a great teacher. She helped me to really just break down the information, because it is a lot of information. I'm not going to hold you. It is a lot of information that you don't know what they're going to choose. So you're going to just study as if everything from theories to diagnoses, to differentials, to different types of case, because they're all case studies on the exams. So you're really, really just studying all the nuances that you would think is necessary, but also remember it's going to be in an application way through a case study. So it was really, really great. We started studying in like December and really, really start hunkering down in like January, February, and definitely in March. Listen. And when I tell you guys, when I hit that submit, because it's 4 hours, the exam is 4 hours. I had 147 questions on mine. It could be up to 150 questions, but I had 147 questions on mine, and it was 4 hours long. And when I hit that submit button, oh my God, I had the butterflies and everything. I was so nervous. Click. Lord knows I was so nervous. And there was a brother that was working at the desk. And I think he knew I was already nervous anyway. So he didn't even wait for me to look at the paper. He like has a piece of paper in his hand, hands it to me, says, "I'm so proud of you, sis." Oh my God. I started leaping for joy. I'm crying. I'm laughing, like all kinds of things, because the hard work finally paid off. Hey, coach. Hey, how you doing? I cannot wait to celebrate with you next week too. What? Clink, clink. And I'm just going over this. Why am I going over the timeline? Why am I going over all the work that goes to this moment? It's because the things that you want in life are going to take time, are going to take an immense amount of sacrifice and discipline to get to this right now. Like I said, me and my friend Donna was on a 9-year track. Okay, 9 years. Can you imagine? But guess what? When I signed up for this master's, I was like, time's going to pass by anyways. Why not do something and invest my time in something I know will be fruitful later? I am walking in my prayers right now. I am walking in the harvest field that God has spoken over my life. Actually, in the beginning of this program, He had given me insight that these, I don't know if you guys know, it's near Seekonk, but it kind of like, it's like Barrington, Seekonk. And I think it's called Mintz Road. I can't remember the road right now, but it looks like a whole bunch of a field of wheat. It looks like that. And God had me look at how like far and vast that was. And He was like, this is representing your harvest field. And in that moment, it didn't feel like I was going through a harvest field. I was going through a lot of stuff. I'm like, okay, Lord, duly noted, wrote it in my journal, and just reflect back to it anytime I needed a reminder of God's promises. 9 years later, y'all, I am walking in that promise. Donna, I see you, girl. We are walking in that promise right now. Yes, it takes the blood, sweat, and tears. Yes, it takes having to Go back a little bit. Okay. I was comfortable working at my 9 to 5, almost making my 6 figures. I didn't have to talk to nobody really, but a couple of people for like, if they called they called like, high profile stuff like that. I had to talk to like those kind of customers, but most of the time it's just data and me clicking and dragging and copying and pasting. I was comfortable with that, but there was no growth in that comfort, you guys. I was not walking in my purpose and in my alignment. And there were people that were waiting for me to step up to the plate literally and do the job that I was called to do. So I had to jump into this with faith, knowing that God had me, even though what looked around me did not look good. Okay, the coins were not coining when I left that 9 to 5. I'm not going to play. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hold y'all about that. Okay, I did not feel good. But sitting in this moment right now, here today, it feels so worth it. All the shed tears and people that are on this line, my coach Precious and my friend Precious, my friend Zana, like those that are here watching right now, they have literally held me in my tears. I'm not even playing. Oh, Jesus. Just press through, because the tears are cleansing. The tears are temporary. They're not going to last forever. You just have to push through to the finish line. And God has spoken it to you. Best believe He's going to bring it into fruition. He's going to give you who you need, what you need. You just got to keep walking forward so He can add these people and things to you. I promise you. God has never left and forsaken me. I can see years and years past how He has taken me through. And this is my newer testimony. I used to always brag about how God took care of me in 2013. This right here, this is my newer testimony, because God continues to take care of me in elevation seasons and even in those dark moments where I had no idea how anything was going to work out. As I'm holding space for others help to hold space for me too. So that way I can be here in this moment to encourage you. Like I said, I didn't have a specific message. Today was just to let y'all know that I'm here, I'm breathing, I'm alive. I'm really posting on my Facebook. And I know you haven't seen me the past month doing lives, but that's because I was drilled and disciplined in my purpose with my girl Donna. And I'm so thankful for Donna. Okay, let me just tell you about this woman. First of all, she ain't gonna let you sit there and be like, no, I know you say you don't test well, but you're gonna do well. And then she helped me to see how I was able to test differently, how I was able to recall information differently, how I was able to apply what I'm doing right now, come to life with the study materials. You need people around you that's not going to join your pity party, okay? And they're going to lift you up as well. My coach Precious, what? My goodness. Anytime I'd be like, oh, I don't know, or my goodness, this is happening. She's like, stay focused. Anytime you elevate, it's the enemy. It's the enemy. There's so many things I went through, you guys. Losses, like actual family losses, actually relationship losses. There was so much stuff happening. But I had to put it all to the side because I had to stay focused. I'm like, I can't afford to lose focus. And I couldn't. Because there's so much more on the other side of this threshold. So I had to walk past it. And guess what? As soon as we passed, oh, yes, me and Donna, we celebrated. We didn't take no time to celebrate. We went to our Chili's that we would study every other Tuesday. And we just really celebrated it ourselves and just like relish and like really calm down. Like, oh my God, this is our reality. Be with those who, as you rise, are going to celebrate with you too. They're not going to make you feel small. They're not going to be like, oh, you passed that little thing. First of all, this ain't no little thing. Okay, honey. This ain't no, yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. Clock it. I got my Easter nails on today. Clock it. This is not a small thing. So don't let people treat you like your successes are small, because they're not. Because they don't know the sacrifices and the discipline that you had to endure to get through. So surround yourself around the right people who are going to celebrate you and your wins. If not, oh man, I wish I had my old videos. But back in the day, I used to be like, what? Chuck the deuces like scissors, snip, snip, cut them off. And it's not in a bad way. You can do it in a way that's dignified and aligned with your values. Like, hey, I'm just going to take a break. Or, hey, I don't think this relationship or friendship is working anymore. If you choose to ghost them, that's on you. There's better ways of conflict resolution. You can come see me about that. But make sure that you prune those that are holding you back and not helping to birth your dreams. Like I always say to Precious, definitely a vision doula. So I know I'm all over the place because I'm excited, y'all, because I'm back. We are back. And with that being said, of course, the good things I had to table, I am back in rec and effect. So some of y'all will start seeing me posting that I am co-hosting and collaborating with Lisa McClendon, who is a national recording artist, an amazing woman of God who is also in the field of mental health. And we are coordinating and collaborating with her movie premiere, and it'll be up in the Rhode Island region on May 23rd. And it's about her journey through this. And we're going to have discussions about the church and mental health, which is still a very, very, very necessary and needed conversation in today's age. So I hope that you are able to make it. It will be on a Saturday evening at 6:30. Once we get the promo, I will be pumping that out. Other things I have been working on is I will be doing at Sojourner House. It will be a post Mother's Day pop-up for the domestic violence victors. So I will be doing my collections pretty soon of clothing. And if you have anything like accessories, jewelry, we don't take shoes because shoes don't go as quickly because not everybody's the same size. But things like jewelry go quick because, jewelry goes with you at any size. Okay, honey, shoot. I was flying my 320s just like I am right now. My 2 with some change. You don't need to know the last part. So I'll be reaching out about that. Also, I will be doing an Earth Day expressive arts workshop, and that is with coordination with Department of Waste. There's a way to be able to incorporate ourselves and our beings and being one with nature, and it's good for our mental health, but we also want to make sure that we take care of the very nature that helps to take care of us. So I'll be putting more information out about that. And then there's some other things that are written down. Hold up, Coach Precious, that are written down in my Precious Gems journal. Okay, listen, this thing is thick. Look, it got notes, it got tabs, everything. Listen, I take this with me everywhere because it goes right nice in my purse, and then I have the planner at home. I don't play, y'all. Listen, if you're going to invest in yourself, at least apply the knowledge and the tools that your coach gives you. Don't be wasting their time and your money and time. Don't do that. Do not do that. Okay. All right. I think this was a longer one than I'm used to. Thank you so much, Renee. I appreciate you. Yes. Oh, yes. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you feel like any part of this, whether it was how I prepared for the exam, the endurance that was necessary for the exam, the celebration, the harvest, anything that resonated with you that you think can resonate with others, please make sure to hit the share button and share it amongst your network. It's definitely a pleasure to be a vessel, to be able to be of encouragement, and also to be a vessel that's able to hold spaces for healing. I do have current availability at Dyad Psychology, so if you do have Blue Cross Blue Shield, if you are a RISD or Brown student and live in the Rhode Island area, make sure to connect with me as well, so that way we get your healing journey started. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoy the day. It is beautiful. Get at least 5 minutes of sunshine and fresh air in your life. And I will see you next Monday. Amen. Okay. Bye.